Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're reviewing some cyberverse figures, and today is going to be Spark Armor Elite Class Optimus Prime and Spark Armor Battle Class Jetfire, and there will be a mini bonus review at the end. So let's get started with the Jetfire. We'll start off with his armor. It's a little tank, so there's not much to him. It doesn't transform anything, it just comes apart. It's not too bad. Unfortunately, they do not connect to the figure in their vehicular mode. And now for Jetfire. He looks like a Jetfire. Up top looks nice. The front view is nice. So Autobot symbol in the middle. On the bottom, kind of hollow. You kind of see how everything's going to work out here. Alright. And we'll do a couple comparisons with that. So, there he is with Cyberverse Prowl. Here he is with a leader class Skywarp, so you can see how that works out. Here he is with a Micromaster. And here he is with Smashdown. Alright, let's get down to transformation. Just like the Combiner Wars transformations almost, except for you unpeg the arms from here. This port here. It is a little tight, so you gotta pull a little bit. So once that pulls out, come on. There we go. Get those out of the way. You loosen those up, the legs come loose, and they fold down out like this, and it locks into place. The other one does the same thing. You fold down, it locks into place. Push up his toes. So that's done. Take the front of the plane, pull it back. Make sure you close the landing gear. And then these will rotate backwards until they lock into place. And then there you go. And there is Battle Class Jetfire. For articulation, there's nothing at the head. His arms can go back that far, down that far, out. You can rotate the shoulder. The bicep has just a little over 90 degrees. There is no rotation in the hand. There's no waist rotation due to transformation. The legs can go up. They can go back. They're kind of hindered by the back piece. They can do almost the full splits. The toe can come down. There is no ankle rotation. And there he is. And for comparison, we've got here. Here he is with Siege Prowl. And here he is with Siege Soundwave. And let's see what we got here. Here he is with Red Alert. So slightly smaller than Deluxe, but not quite Legend size. Let's see if I can grab a Legend here real quick. And here he is with Legends Skywarp. See, he's a tad bit taller. Alright, well, let's get down to the armor combination. Take the tank, pull the treads off of it, pull the turret off of it, fold the front piece down, fold this piece back. There are 2 posts here. They go into the 2 posts there. So lock into place. And then the 2 turrets got a post here. Just connect into the arms like this. Now this is not the only place you can put them, but this is where the instructions say they go. So we're going to put these in here. The good thing is these are backwards compatible. They will pretty much fit any 5mm peg hole. So that's good. And put the turret in his hand. There's his gun. And there you go. Now you have Spark Armor Jetfire. And it's a pretty cool little figure. The problem I have with this, and I'm discovering with most of these cyberverse figures, are they have really shaky thighs. It's really shaky there, so it does hinder the posing to some degree, and the fact that you've got this thing just hanging back here. But otherwise, he's a really pretty fun guy to play with. Doesn't look that bad from the front or the back, except for this piece of kibble and the hollowness here. As I said, the treads you can put back here in these posts. You can cook them here and these posts, so you can move them around, and these will fit in. This armor works with any battle class figure. These interchangeable pretty much anything. Only these will work with the battle class. This top won't work with much of anything else. I have seen a generation side swipe with this on there, but they modified it. It will not plug in as is. So that's it for Jetfire. Let's move on to Prime. So here we have Elite Class Prime. And we'll start off with some comparisons. So here is Prime with the Warrior Class Prime. As you can see, he's a little smaller there. Doesn't have the gimmick. But in comparison, I actually like this one a little bit better. I wish it had the smokestacks, but then again, you get what you get. You've got your Autobot symbol here. Get your legs back here. Nothing here. Another Autobot symbol. Your back. Another thing, just like this one, only the back wheels roll. These don't do anything. It's the same with this. This doesn't roll, but this does. Now, the Warrior Class Prime I got, I did not buy the Warrior figure by itself. I bought the one with the trailer. And yes, this Elite Class Prime can pull the trailer. So it can pull the trailer. So now you'll have a decent Prime to go along with your trailer. He can activate the gimmick. It's not as easy as the original, but it can be done. You just have to really work the back in there. But you can make the gimmick work. So that's an added plus. So you can definitely throw away that garbage Warrior Class Prime for this guy. And other comparisons. Here we go. Here he is with Siege World War II Bumblebee. There's that. Here he is with cyberverse Prowl. Here he is with green light. And let's see, here he is with a Micromaster. See how that works out. And now on to transformation. It transforms a lot like the warrior class did. First things first, you want to come out here. Oh, you did not want to do that. Wow, that just popped right off. Alright, the first things first, you want to bend the knees and bring the legs out. Separate the legs. Now for the arms, this is a little tricky. So you pull the arms back like this on both sides till you clear the front cab piece like that. And then you take the arms and you just pull them around. And before you do that, you fold down this piece right here. Folds down. I mention that the elbow joint on this is really, really tight. So you have to rotate this thing around. Like I said, it is really tight. And fold it out. There's one arm. Like I said, the other arm, do the same thing. Kind of pull it out. Rotate this down. Pull this down. Rotate that down. Pull this out. There's the second arm. Now you're going to take the front piece and you're going to pull this back out. So this is going to come down like that. You're going to take the whole top and rotate it like this. And then next thing, you pull the head up. Just go back here. And just pull the head out of here. And there is Prime. And this one's not a bad looking Prime. He has head articulation, head turns. He can look up. He can look down. His arms, he can do the full 360. He can go out that far. His elbow has a little over 90 degrees. No wrist rotation. As I said, he has waist rotation, so it can go around. There's no ab crunch. The legs, they can go out. They go all the way up. They can go back. If you want, you can take this plate and push this plate up. And this will allow a little bit better movement, but it hinders the waist rotation. So it's kind of a pick your poison there. But the instructions have this plate kind of coming down like that. If your knee bend, you've got well better than 90 degrees. And for a cyberverse figure, this guy has a lot of articulation. And, you know, despite the size of his cab, his robot mode is not that bad. And we'll do a couple of comparisons here. Here he is with Siege Prowl. And here he is with the Legend Skywarp. So you can see he's taller than the Skywarp. And here he is with Soundwave. So there you go. And lastly, here he is with the armored up Jetfire. So there they are. Alright, now on to armor combination. His armor combination is really easy. You take the airplane piece. Simple thing you do is you pull this back. When you do this, this whole thing comes down and it automatically rotates. Take the armor, raise the piece up, Prime fits right in there, and make sure you pay attention. There are 2 peg holes back in the back. There are 2 peg holes down there, and this pegs right into the back of Prime. The chest piece comes down, and you can take the guns and you can pull them up like this, and there is Prime in his armor mode. And as I said, these figures have one major flaw, and that is in the thigh area. Their legs are not that strong, so he's got this huge piece of armor on him and his legs won't stay straight, so he has a hard time holding himself up. Like I said, I do not know if this is on all of them, but I do know that it is on the 2 figures I have. So there is the Prime in his armor, and here comes Jetfire. But although they're nice little pieces to pick up, especially if you want a better Prime to pull your Cyberverse trailer, I would highly recommend him. If you want a small Jetfire Legends class, he has a really nice alt mode, and his robot mode is pretty good. So, like I said, they're not the greatest, but for Cyberverse figures, both of these guys are highly articulate for being what they are. And lastly, today we're doing a little bonus review because I don't think this guy is worth the time to do an entire review on. So we're going to do Ultra Class Alpha Trion. There he is in his spaceship / hover mode. And as you can see here, there's not much to it. You just piece the lock it back into place. There it goes. There's the front. There's a lot of purple and reddish pink going on. The side view, there's, like I said, there's not a lot to go by there. The front view, it's even worse. And the back view is, well, you can pretty much see how that's going to work out. So for comparison, size comparison, I brought along Voyager class Springer, so you can see how these two compare. And we're going to get down to transformation here. And before we do that, let's just do the gimmick real quick. His gimmick, you come back here to where this bridge port is. This bridge port right here. This little thing, it's even got an arrow right there. See the arrow? You push down on the arrow. Push in. The arrows you just push in, you push in. And their weapons deploy. And these are probably the worst looking weapons I've ever seen. It looks like they molded it and then melted it just set it on fire and melted it. But like I said, there's the arrow, you push it in, and the weapons deploy. And that is it for spaceship mode. And as I said, for transformation, wow. They say 7 steps, but maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But simply, You take these pieces here and you fold them back on both sides. Then you come here, grab the leg by the side, and you just pull. Make sure you disconnect these first. So, once you do that, you pull the leg out, and you pull the arm out, so you can pull the leg around and rotate it. And there's one. You just same thing for the other side, just pull the leg out, like so. Pull the arm out the way. Make sure this flat piece is folded down. Straighten the leg out, and that is pretty much it. We reattach this leg piece real quick. Alright. And there he is for robot mode. And like I've said, that if you want a static Alpha Trion, the robot mode looks really good. Standing like there like that, that's about the best you're gonna get, because articulation, his head does not turn. It is where it's at. His arms can come out like that far. That's it. There is no shoulder. He gets about 90-degree bend. That's it. And that is it for the arms. There is no waist rotation, and the legs can go out. About that far. There is a knee, a really tight knee, and every time you get a bend in knee, that's going to happen. And you get a really good knee bend, but as I said, when you bend the knee, the piece pops off. So you're going to spend time popping the piece back on and off. There is thigh rotation, and again, it's the same issue. You know, you rotate it, the piece pops off. But like I said, there is a thigh rotation, so you can turn it. It will go all the way around. You just got to make sure the piece doesn't fall off. There is no foot, no toe. Like I said, the back side of this figure is, well, yeah, that's that. That's about all there is to it. Like I said, it wasn't really worth reviewing by itself, so I figured I'd throw it at the end. Like I said, if you want a decent looking robot to sit on your shelf and you just want a cheap Alpha Trion, he's about the best way to go. Now, let's compare him with a couple guys. Here he is with Soundwave. So he's taller than Soundwave. And let's grab something a little bit bigger than Soundwave. Let's grab this guy right here. And here he is with Transformers Prime, Voyager, Bulkhead. And if you can see, he's bigger than Bulkhead. And let's do one more, just because I'm here. He's standing here beside me. And here he is with Transformers Prime. Let's see if you get him to stand. It's the only problem with you, Megs. Yep, and here he is with Transformers Prime Megatron. So he's a little bit bigger than Megatron. And that's about all I have for you today. So just remember to help control the Insecticon population. Please have your Insecticon spayed or neutered. And have a nice day.